heard the other day. The saxophone solo that has been heard by more people on a record than any other saxophone solo was played by me. I know, right? It's like non sequitur. It was on a song by Whitney Houston called "I Will Always Love You." Did you hear that song? I Will Always Love You from The Bodyguard. You and almost every other person on the planet heard that song at least once. And the reason I mention that is because I wasn't supposed to be on there, Christian. I wasn't supposed to be on that record. In fact, none of us were. Ricky Lawson, Ricky Minor, Paul Jackson Jr., Bet Sussman, Bashir Johnson, none of us were supposed to be on that record. Why? Because she recorded that song live to the film. So when you saw The Bodyguard, and you saw Whitney Houston singing, "If I Should Stay, I'd Only Be in the Way," she was not lip syncing. I know I was there. Because she insisted on singing the song live. Very frustrating for a filmmaker, you know. Because the director is like, this is not a good idea, right? I mean, in film there's, you know, lighting, there's makeup, there's wardrobe, there's, you know, all that stuff they don't have, they can't be doing a live record. So they told her no. They said, no, you can't do it. She said, I have to do it live. They said, but you can't. She said, well, I mean, I can't explain to you why, because I don't think you would understand it, but I have to. They said, but you can't. Well, apparently she got her way. Because she told him in that moment, Ricky Minor told me, she said, well, fine, go ahead and do it however you want to do it. You can have a backing track and you can have some, you know, lip syncing on that, that's fine. She said, but you have to find a singer. Because if I sing it, I'm going to sing it live and I'm going to have my band playing live. My band. So there we were at a hotel ballroom similar to this, and we played that song. We were behind the curtain playing, and they were recording us, and Whitney sang. And then thousands of times, I don't know thousands, but hundreds of times, more than 1,000 times, we performed that song. And I can tell you, I almost got sick of it, and then fast forward, we're playing that song at her funeral. And it was as if I heard that song for the first time. After all those times, I heard it as she lay in front. I reflected on all the conversations she and I had had about her Savior. That she felt as if she was a wretch and that there was no way that she could have made this connection with God had it not been for something called amazing grace. So she had given her life to Christ. She had surrendered her will to Him. And she placed her hope for her eternal future in His hands. She didn't really care what the people said. She didn't care about all the naysayers. She said, I don't know, it may not make sense to you, but I have cast my fate with the humble one, the one who gave his life. And so in that moment, I began to think about it, Christian, and I thought, by the way, I love your name. And I thought about, what if Jesus had sung that song to His disciples? You know, Jesus was a good Jewish boy. And you know, all good Jewish boys had to sing. And he sang the prayers and everything, right? So I imagine that Jesus probably could sing pretty good. I was wondering what if he, in the moment of frustration, trying to communicate to these men who had followed him and who were not understanding what he meant when he said, I'm going to go and be tortured and they're going to kill me. They couldn't get that. And so what if he had sung to them in that moment? What if he had said, if I should stay, I'll only be in the way. And so I'll go. And yet, I know. And he looked at them and he said, I'll think of you. I'll think of you. I'll think of you. I'll think of you. Every step of the way. And then Whitney delivered a message, I believe, for the world. And then she went to heaven. The message was this. It wasn't from her and it wasn't from Kevin Costner. The message was from one who loves unconditionally. So much so that he was willing to die, to lay down his life. And the message is this. I will always love you. When you're lovable and when you're not, I will always love you.
Thank you.